In the pre-Islamic era, daughters were often seen as a source of economic and social shame. This led to a grim historical reality where infant girls were sometimes buried in the sand. Their lives ended before they could even begin. Islam dismantled these tribal customs, replacing them with a moral and legal framework that defined the daughter as a source of honor and a blessing to her household. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, made the stakes of this change incredibly high. He promised that any father who raises 3 daughters, treats them with excellence, and sees to their marriage will be granted a place in paradise. This wasn't just a change in law, it transformed daughters into a primary path for a father to earn his own salvation in the hereafter. But translating that promise into daily life isn't always simple. How does a father navigate this responsibility in the modern world? It begins by moving past the idea of ownership. In Islam, a daughter is an amanah, a divine trust temporarily placed in the father's care by Allah, with specific requirements for her protection and growth. I'm Sir Atta Ul Hassan, and you're watching Easy Islamic Overviews. If you want to explore more frameworks for living a life guided by faith, subscribe and hit the bell icon. Because the daughter is a trust from God, we have a clear 3-phase blueprint for how a father must handle her upbringing. You cannot fulfill a divine trust through force. This blueprint requires an environment where love and respect are the primary tools of parenting, rather than harshness or control. We see the gold standard for this in the Prophet's own life. Whenever his daughter, Hazrat Fatima, visited him, he would stand up to greet her, kiss her, and insist she take his own seat. This example shows that a father must lead through his own actions. A daughter learns how to pray, how to speak the truth, and how to manage her temper by watching how her father handles those same things every day. This behavior creates a safe haven. When a father is approachable and kind, his daughter feels she can discuss her fears and challenges without the threat of immediate judgment. Being emotionally available is the only way a father can maintain a genuine moral influence as his daughter grows into adulthood. Worldly success is only one part of the equation. A father must also pass down this timeless knowledge, teaching the Quran, the difference between halal and haram, and the character traits modeled by the Prophet. This teaching builds a daughter's self-esteem on a solid foundation. When she learns her value comes from piety and character rather than appearance, she becomes harder to influence. This value system acts as a shield, ensuring her worth doesn't depend on others' approval or shifting societal trends. By tying her identity to her relationship with Allah, a father gives his daughter an internal compass that stays steady regardless of her environment. In Phase 3, we look at protection, which includes the concept of haya, or modesty. In Islam, haya isn't just about a dress code. It is a holistic standard for speech, behavior, and how one carries themselves in public. Crucially, this must be taught with patience and wisdom. Using strictness or shame to enforce modesty often has the opposite effect, creating a distance between the father and the daughter. Protecting the trust also means curating a healthy environment. A father helps her find righteous friends, and when the time is right, selects a spouse based on their faith and character rather than wealth or status. The goal is to build her internal strength, so that when she eventually transitions into her own home, she is fully equipped to navigate the world as a confident adult. Parenting failures usually happen at the extremes, either through a toxic strictness that creates resentment or a total neglect that leaves a daughter without any guidance. When a daughter is raised with these values, she often becomes the primary educator of the next generation. Her character and knowledge become the foundation upon which her own children's faith is built, stabilizing the moral fabric of the wider community. The weight of this duty is made clear in the Quran and Hadith. Islamic theology holds that every father will stand before Allah to answer for how he protected, educated, and treated this specific trust. Fulfilling this blueprint allows a father to leave a lasting legacy in this world, and more importantly, to find success when he meets his Creator in the hereafter. If you want to help others understand this responsibility, please share this video. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned to Easy Islamic Overviews for more.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.